Right. So that's it. That's done there. That's the last one.
That's the last one.
So Vincent on Horseback, the new album, is finally mixed, mastered. It's finished.
It's finished.
Fucking hell. Wow.
Yeah.
3 years in the making. Probably could have been done in about 4 weeks, but it doesn't matter. Right. I just need to give John a call and just make sure that he's got about 3 bits of artwork to do for some of the tracks or some of the promo stuff. That's got to be off tomorrow. I think he's on top of it, so I'm just going to give him a buzz now. Let me just give him a call and make sure that he's on it. Okay. Hang on. He's in Newcastle, so I think it takes longer to connect via satellite. Hello, mate. How you doing? You all right? Yeah, cool. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm just with Ollie now. We've the album's now done, as I said it would be. It's finally just obviously it was mixed last week. It's been mastered now. So we just got to do those. Just checking that you've got those 3 bits of artwork for the promo bits. Yeah, you know the bits that you were going to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, nailed them.
That's right. I'm just going to put you on speakerphone now. Hang on, 2 seconds.
All right.
Right. Okay. All right. So the first one is Ollie. What was the first one again?
Keep drinking.
Okay, so it's drinking. Yeah. Okay. So that was one that needed to be done. How are you getting on with that?
It's pretty much done, finished, print ready.
Okay.
Yeah, love it.
Cool. Yeah, because this is an important track for the album for me, so I'm looking forward to seeing basically what you come with for that, because obviously it's one that's close to me with regards to the whole kind of, you know, obviously it's drinking and it's all about the, you know, the downside really of it. You know, it's from where I used to sort of like promote nightclubs, and it was that whole, you know what I mean, mate, living in that fraudulent existence of you know, the weekend warriors, too many drugs, too much drink, and you know, so many hollow relationships. It was actually quite a dark time for me, really, to be honest. You know, so it's going to be good to see what you come with for this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you'll love it, to be honest.
Okay, great. So that's good. So the next track is Ollie.
Hills Are Alive.
Hills Are Alive. Yeah.
Hills Are Alive.
So obviously you're on the way with that one, yeah?
Yeah, smashing these, mate.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. But what's it about again?
What was that one about? It was that one's basically again deep, just going into. Basically, it was kind of just like looking at like kind of young men having to, you know, signing up to get into the army, being sent out to, you know, wars and things like that, especially like, you know, Afghan, Iraq, things like that, and going out with that kind of bulletproof young gung-ho attitude. And then, you know, unfortunately, things change, right? And it just changes, and then, you know, the horrors of war creep in, and it becomes terrible, you know, and you know, the post-traumatic stress, the injuries, you know, and how people are left and how they kind of have to come back and readjust and, you know, get themselves kind of plugged back into society, right? So as I'm sure you've heard, you know, when you heard it, especially, you know, the end bit when that person reads out the suicide letter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously, you know, that's the moment where people are going to hear that and just think, fuck, you know, that's pretty much about as deep as it gets.
I didn't know that was a suicide letter.
No, me neither.
Yeah. It was.
I mentioned that.
It was written by. It was read out by a newscaster that picked it up from a soldier that had been away, and then obviously, you know, disillusioned and everything. But yeah. Anyway, so that's cool. So you're on top of that one. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Last track is Ollie.
Where the Monster Is.
Where the Monster Is, of course. Yeah. Okay.
Where the Monster Is. Yeah. Personal favourite of mine, this one, and it's pretty much there, 100% finished, ready to roll.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Because obviously this isn't Sesame Street, you know. This is another track that's based on, you know. This is This is the horrors of, of a relationship that's just gone wrong. But, that a lot of people mask up, including myself, which is obviously where I wrote it from. The depths of those horrors that are kind of clinging onto the coattails of, the glory days. Those kind of situations where, you and your partner are just happy, or you pretend to be happy, and then irrespective of what goes on, the fact of the matter is that nothing's perfect, is it? But you've got to try, right?
No, you've got to try.
But then sometimes you don't try,
Well,
or sometimes you can't try, and not everything is a honeymoon period, yeah. And ultimately, you can be sat there with the same person and you're complacent, or there's the monotony of relationships that goes on, and you sat there, and now you don't feel the same way, right?
Yeah.
But now you've got kids, and they're the most important thing to you in the world, right?
yeah.
They're the most important thing to you in the world. So you should sacrifice all the things, really, all the stupidity and all those things. Because if you don't sacrifice those things, then what is life? I think, as we progress, sometimes there needs to be a point, there has to be a point in life where you sacrifice stuff, right? And if you have to sacrifice being crazy or being whatever, or just sort of like looking out for yourself, for the best interests of your kids who are innocent at the time, but that's what you need to do. This is a track that just talks about how you kind of, how many people just go on relentlessly, with kind of no clear picture, and don't really sort things out. It's one of those tracks that if you didn't really listen to it, you kind of just assume that it was kind of maybe a little bit happy, talking about we'll be
Monsters.
In a pub singing karaoke songs, whatever, talking about love. But it's kind of like the opposite of that.
Yeah.
But I know that you've got that.
Yeah.
So let's get that sorted, and you're on top of that one, yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool. So I've spoken to the pressing plant. Ollie, what time did they say?
7.
So 7 a.m. they're saying tomorrow morning to get the bits of artwork in, to get that all kind of finished and sent off to make sure that it meets the press run. So obviously you're on schedule for that, so that's cool. Looking forward to seeing what you've got. Looking forward to seeing the finished stuff. Yeah. Can't thank you enough for all the work that you've put in for this album, man. It's as neon as it is grey. It's going to be good. Thank you, mate. And speak to you tomorrow morning, all right?
Yep.
What's that?
Yep.
I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Daddy.
Anyway, never mind all that. Got a little game for you before you go. Just run with it, you'll get it. Right. Give us a name.
Vincent!
Give us an animal.
Horse!
Give us a part of an animal.
Back!
What do you got?
Vincent Horseback!
On horseback. Vincent on horseback.
Yeah, but that's not what you said, is it? You said Vincent, horse, and back.
Ugh. Do you not get it?
Yeah, no, I do get that.
It's your album,
it's not
man.
what
You
you said,
titled
is
it.
Yeah, I know it's my album. Obviously, I know the title of my own album, but it's not what you said. I don't make the fucking rules, John, do I? It's pathetic.
Well, we'll do it again then, eh? Michael Knight.
No, I'm not going to do it again. Okay. Vincent Horseback. On. Whatever.
Whatever. Bulb.
You know what, Ollie?
What?
If my album was called Vincent Horseback,
Yeah.
it would be like I was called Vincent, but had a horse's back, which is quite weird, but also quite mythical and powerful, like a centaur.
Doing what I'm doing till it's finally done. Doing what I'm doing till it's finally done. Doing what I'm doing till it's finally done.
Controlling effects, so what the heck?